Insights on left-handedness in animals: about 10.6% of humans are left-handers, and the remaining 89.4% are right-handers. For many years, researchers were convinced that left and right-handedness was typical for humans and that animals do not show it. This misconception arose because left-handedness is often determined by observing which hand someone writes with, and humans are the only species that writes. However, when animals are tested with a task that is geared towards their natural behavior, such as reaching for food with a paw, it has been shown that many species exhibit left-handedness, or more accurately, left-pawedness. How many exactly show handedness has been investigated in a recent study just published in the scientific journal Laterality. I have been one of the authors of this publication. In the study, the research team analyzed hundreds of published studies on any form of so-called limb preferences in animals. This could be footedness in parrots. They skillfully handle their food with their feet. Pawedness in cats. They have a preferred paw for many tasks. Flipperedness in turtles, handedness in apes, and so on. The investigated species ranged across the whole animal kingdom, including frogs, lizards, birds, mammals, and so on. Symmetry. The species did on average not show left and right-handedness. Individual level asymmetry. The species showed left and right-handedness, but neither was significantly more common than the other when looking at all animals from that species. Population level asymmetry. The species showed left and right-handedness, and one was significantly more common than the other when looking at all animals from that species. For example, humans are significantly more often right-handed than left-handed. Overall, the research team identified data from 172 different animal species. Less than one-third, about 28%, showed no evidence for left or right-handedness. In the remaining 72% of animal species, left-handedness was observed. About 39.5% of animal species showed a clear preference for one side, just like humans do. Moreover, 32.5% of animal species showed evidence for left and right-handedness, but had no clear preference for one side. For example, in cats, 39% were right-pawed, 36% were left-pawed, and 25% had no preference. Thus, left-pawedness in cats is much more common than left-handedness in humans. Taken together, the results of the study yielded a clear insight. Handedness is the rule, not the exception, across the animal kingdom.